Hi everybody, Joe Lambert here. Video this week is going to be on the centre point of the swing, and basically how if you move your centre point, how that dramatically affects the strike. So one of the questions I always get asked in lessons, or if I'm doing a playing lesson, is all the time is, Joe, you take a big divot, how do you get the ball to, how do you take a divot? We don't see a divot come, or if my divot comes, it comes before the ball. So well, yeah, how do you take a divot? Well, creating a divot is basically getting the ball first. It's basically getting ball first, and the ball then rides up the face, and then you then take the divot after the ball. The divot comes after you've struck the ball. And how do you do that? Well, it's basically obviously having a good weight transfer. So if I was to obviously from a side view on do my golf swing here, and I just turn back to the top of my backswing, you can see how I just move my swing centre just slightly behind the ball, or the middle of my chest. Just make sure that there's a good turn, just slightly into the inside of my right heel. I don't particularly like to feel that I lean on my left side. So, because if you lean on your left side, you're now in front of the ball. It creates a lot of problems. So two tips really: make sure that once you turn to the top of your backswing, make sure that you are behind the ball slightly. Don't start getting into a sway off the ball though. When you turn, it just wants to be a rotation around your center point, but just feel a little bit of weight just into this right hand side. Just that I like to say to my students that they just feel the weight just inside that right foot just slightly. And then basically, how do you get a good divot and a good strike on the ball? Well, obviously you've got to have a good swing path, but just make sure that you transfer the weight through the ball. So basically, as you turn to the top of the backswing, the first movement of the downswing should be the left hip bumping and then turning through impact, and then your chest will just be slightly ahead of the ball. That's how you get the ball first. It's by getting, as you're going to the hitting on the downswing, your upper body is then just, the sternum is then just getting slightly more over the ball. That's how you can then unwind onto it as you hit it, get ball first, and then obviously ball first and then a good divot. So keep working on that. Remember, two things to work on. Don't lean on your left side on the top of the backswing. Make sure as you turn to the top, you've got a significant bit of pressure on that right foot, which you can then unwind into the ball. Okay, keep working on it.